Ipswich Town, a small club in East England, have just gone through 2 back-to-back promotions and now see themselves in the Premier League for the first time since 2002. How has this happened? McKenna took charge of Ipswich Town in December of 2021 after a poor run of games by the team, and as this happened, he managed to revolutionise Ipswich in these last 3 years. After his appointment, he guided the team all the way to 11th place by the end of the season, with 70 points. To be fair, that's pretty good for the, at the time, he was like, what, 32? So this is like his first proper job, because he was part of the United, like, staff, where he worked with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Clearly, he should have been the United boss the whole time. Fun fact, Kieran McKenna is actually only the 19th ever manager in the club's history, which is just insane for me to think about, seeing as it's 2024. However, in the following season, the 22-23 season, Ipswich Town finished second, comfortably sealing automatic promotion to the Championship with 98 points. Now on to the 23-24 season, which literally just ended like a month ago. The team that actually finished first in the EFL League One in the same season where Ipswich was second, Plymouth Argyle, finished the season in 21st spot. Meanwhile, Ipswich managed to get a managed something really historic by getting 96 points, only 1 point less than first place Leicester City, gaining automatic promotion. They have been incredible this season and they deserve their second place finish. Their opening 6 fixtures of this 24-25 season are against Liverpool at home, then Man City at the Etihad, Fulham at home, Brighton away, Southampton away, and Aston Villa at home. Liverpool, Man City and Aston Villa, all 3 of those in your first 6 fixtures of the season as a newly promoted side is rough. As of the 27th of July, but I will include updates because this video won't obviously come out on the 27th of July, Ipswich have made 5 signings. Their first signing was Amari Hutchinson from Chelsea to Ipswich, who Hutchinson was playing at Ipswich last season and he's a huge part of why Ipswich actually got promoted to the Premier League. Him on the wing, absolutely cooking. Kieran McKenna likes to employ he likes to invert the wingers. Him on the inverted winger has created some crazy stats. Here are his stats from last season. Liam Delap from Manchester City. Last season on loan at Hull City, which obviously another team in the Championship. Delap scored 8 goals and got 2 assists in 31 games, which is not bad for a 21-year-old striker, you know. Like, obviously, he's still growing. I think at Ipswich, he'll play absolutely magnificently. I think he's a better talent than Brian Brewster, etc. ever were. Yeah, I think he'll bag maybe 10 goals, get a few assists. The third signing was Jacob Greaves from Hull City for 21.5 million euros. The young defender, I think we are seeing a pattern, young, talented players, because, I mean, Ipswich are just looking for those kind of championship, ex-championship players who can definitely perform in the Premier League, and Jacob Greaves will definitely strengthen that defence. Somehow, Ipswich Town managed to steal Ben Johnson from West Ham for free. Another young defender, well, I say young, he's like 24, I think, but still, somebody who'll be crucial in strengthening that defence. Him alongside Jacob Greaves will be impeccable. For their final signing, up until the 27th of July, it's Muric, the Burnley goalkeeper. So I managed to get him for 9.55 million euros, which is about £7.5 million. At Burnley, he didn't really perform excellently in the Premier League, but he is obviously still young, so he can grow. However, I think if Ipswich Town wanted to survive in the Premier League, they should have signed probably somebody with better experience in the Premier League. Somebody like Mark Flecken from Brentford, etc. He would give them much more hope staying in the Premier League. But don't discount them yet. For their target signings, as of the 27th of July, I've only managed to find 2 really key players that they're interested in. One is Petar Musa, a Croatian young striker who plays in the MLS for Dynamo Houston, I believe. I think Ipswich Town will be better than definitely than Southampton and what's the other team, Leicester. I think out of the 3 newly promoted teams, Ipswich have recruited the best, and I think they are going to be the best. I think they're going to be better than Luton as well. Another target signing that they're trying to get is Jordan James, the young Birmingham City star. The central midfielder has over 100 club appearances already at the age of 20, which is very impressive, to be honest. And he was like the only shining star in the Birmingham City side that got relegated this season. Furthermore, he already has 11 caps for Wales under his belt at the age of 20. That's impressive, but like, I mean, it's not that hard to get into the Welsh side. No offense. I'm joking. Now let's begin with the tactical side. We are going to analyze 4 key aspects of McKenna's tactics at Ipswich. The first of these being is that they're an extremely high pressing team. They just love to press and lock play on one side of the pitch for the opposition, so they cannot get out of that one part of the pitch. McKenna is also very fond of using a double pivot, so the 2 CDMs ahead of 3 defenders, which could either be like the right back, which is usually like the right back cutting in to form a defense of 3, or just 3 centre backs actually starting the game in general, and that creates like a unit of 5, which is very key for when or if Ipswich lose possession during attack. And finally, the left winger, usually Omari Hutchinson, they invert to strengthen the attack and help out the striker.